Hey Kev, I know you have a big test on Monday, and I wanted to show you how I made those maps in Google for you today because actually those helped me learn where all those places were. One of them is the geographical spots, and notice when I set my cursor on them, they show up on the left-hand side of the screen. So here's the Baltic Sea, and it highlights over here. And if I can't find this Yangtze River, I can go there, and it's right. I think, I can find it on my map. So I want to show you, so it was that one, and then I did ones with just towns, Minsk, and here's that Brest one or whatever. This one's Kiev. This one's that other one. So you've got those spots, and maybe there's some other places. So here, this is it's not we call it St. Petersburg now, but it's something else on your list. It starts with a P, and it's right there next to Leningrad. So I want to show you, all I did was I went to Google Maps. You need to be logged in to Google, so I am. And then you come here to the left-hand side to the menu, click on that, and choose My Maps, and then you click Create Map. And then all you do is type in your first location. So if I put in there Black Sea, that one's pretty easy because I already know that one. So there's the Black Sea. I add it to the map. And this one is, I wanted to use an area. So do you see this little icon to draw a line? You click on that and choose Add a Line or Shape. And then you just click around to make it go where you want to put it out on the outline. You don't have to be all that particular. But that kind of helps you see what else is around that map. Oops, that area. So come back, and then when you're ready to close it, you double click, and that turns it into a polygon. And then in that polygon 2 title, you just type in there Black Sea, and all of that is enforcing in your mind that this is that this area is the Black Sea. And when you set your cursor on it, it highlights over here in your list. Now that one was next to this one, which is the Crimea Peninsula. So I already know that because I have it memorized. I click Draw the Line, Add a Line, and it's just this little piece is the Crimea Peninsula. Boing, boing, boing. So, you're just doing it to help yourself get this idea. Now I'm going to make it look more like an island, but there that is. Crimea Peninsula. I don't know how to spell it. So I'll save that. And then you just can close the window. So that's the way you learn how this is. I know this is one of them as well, and I believe this is one of them. So you get to know this after a while, but you need to practice them, and building your own map really helps. If it were going to be a town that I wanted to include in this, I just type in there like Minsk, M-I-N-S-K, and it's the one in Belarus, I think. But maybe, I don't know, maybe there's Minsk, Russia. Let's see where that is. It's the same one. So there, that one's easy, and I just add it to the map. So there it is, and I can zoom out to see where it is to help myself. So according, in relationship to the Black Sea, which was here, there is Minsk. And I know right here is Kiev, right in that area. And so, and there's Moscow, and I've memorized Leningrad and St. Petersburg, but it's called something else now, which is up here near the Black Sea. All of that. And over here, there was a sea over here, the Bering Sea, and there's just, I know this stuff now. The Ural Mountains, those run along here, and those rivers and lakes, those are hard. So for instance, if I needed to look up that, let me go look. If there's one I don't know, I just do a search on it. Where is the Dnieper River located on a map? And that's Google, so that's not so helpful. But let's look at this first image and see if that helps. So I can see, this may not be the clearest map. I'll go to it and see. Well, it's still got a teeny little list. So I could put it in Google. I'll try that. Copy. I'll paste that in there. And there I see it. I'm going to go ahead and add it to the map, but I have to zoom in. And sometimes it's not right along the right spot. So it may be this. You just, there it is. There it is. It is that big river that goes down. So then again, I would add that list, and it's the one that's going down this way, that nice big river that heads down toward the Black Sea. Whoops. See, there you can see the name of it. And just when you move your cursor, it goes. So that gives you an idea. And then when you're done with it, just double click, and that puts that line. So I'll zoom out, and there you can see that line is that river. Now this one didn't work. This wasn't the one I wanted. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to trash it because that wasn't right. Okay. Oh, but I never did name that one. So I can come here and click the pencil and name it, and then save. So I'll tell you, that is a huge help. It's a huge help to let you know. And then you can just work through the areas and study, study, study. Okay? Love you. Bye.